my audio, so I assume it works.
Yeah, if you press it, it should work.
Okay. Welcome to Italy. We're just missing an Alpine. Is that Frosty?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's an Alpine. He's not in. Okay. Can
Alright.
we just
I'm
start?
looking
Because
for
he's
main
not even
competitor,
online.
bro. Looking for Embos here. It's one of the ones to watch, eh?
Yeah,
Not
he's.
watching to win. Watching to
We'll
crash
see if it
into a
will be his
barrier.
fifth DNF in a row.
I think Broski is missing.
They should just let Abe. Is Abe here? They should just let him race and then let's start it like now, I guess. See the settings.
If I don't know, cause we were really on time last time.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. Safety cars on standard. No. There's so there's not a lot of safety cars, and the car damage on
Yeah.
standard. So hopefully no one breaks their side pods.
Atmos.
I always get I got my side pod broken a couple races ago.
Yeah, it's huge speed difference if you get 'em.
It may sound like
But
the worst thing. It's just really annoying because there's
yeah, it
nothing you can
slows you
do.
down. I wish in F1 22 they would add, if you go into the pit lane, your pit crew would just put a
Like
slab
tape?
of tape, like AlphaTauri did for Yuki's wing.
You should just
Now
start.
that would be something.
Are we starting?
You do have
20, and he won't. This guy won't pick a seat until. It doesn't even matter though. Okay, ready up there.
even to go then.
Oh, Poppy is not here.
Yeah, he did put his he
Oh,
did
Gas Girl,
check
sure.
attendance. So yeah, Gasgirl was they're a full-time Mercedes driver, so because they were late, they had to join the heat race and earn her spot because of a late attendance check. And she's not.
Yeah, you should have to
It is.
mark attendance like an hour before the race, or just like.
Especially with the heat race, we got to know, attendance.
Plus-
That's why we put it out.
I'm like, I
Mark
was in the
before.
league and like 2 or 3 people joined. They didn't mark attendance, but they had like main seats, so they like forced the reserve drivers to get out, which is kind of like not fair, cause like it was just annoying and it slowed everything down. So they should have just
Yeah,
let
that's
the
kinda
reserves race.
whack.
I have a line ready for when at most DNFs.
I can't wait to hear it. We'll see if unless he like breaks it and he finishes a race for the first time this season. So
He finished in Bahrain.
We'll see.
It was P12.
well, I mean, points finished this race potentially, just maybe.
Well, he has 0 points in 5 races, so. Wonder who will come out first.
It's very stacked. We got full grid, so I mean, it's anybody's shot. But yeah. So we're
Favorites?
here in Monza. So, Pop, what do you think is your favorites to get pole position?
Well, I didn't watch the heat race, but like Cessna looks decent. But I was looking like Ian Lee, Hayes. Oh, they look like the favorites in my eyes. If I can't really think of anyone faster, and if you are faster, then my bad. Just I couldn't think of you.
Right, and Ferrari is the first one on track to begin the outlaps. So,
Well, I'm thinking pole. Will we go into the 119s? If we go into the 119s, I'll be surprised, but I think that the limit's
we'll
gonna
see.
be like 119.9. Because
Potentially.
like Diego's time trial is like a 119.7, but I don't know. Someone might be a Monza sweat.
Yeah, basically. We'll see though. What do you think about, first lap run? Do you try it just full send on songs right away, or do you usually just get a feel for the track on
Yeah, I usually
medium tires?
just get a feel for the track. I don't usually go out on medium tires because I feel like it's a waste because you only have like 2 sets during the race, and sometimes you'll use it. If there's a lot of safety cars, you might just keep going onto the mediums. So I like to just save it. If I'll do a practice
Right.
lap, I'll just do it on soft, and then I'll just send it. 'Cause I'm not gonna like send it, but like
Luis is first runner, so we'll just go on board with him. What were you saying, Pop?
it's like I feel like your first lap, you should like try to push, but like you should like leave room for improvement. So like I wouldn't push too hard. Just like make sure to set an actual lap time. So like you know where you're losing time to push next lap. Because if you're pushing everywhere and you just keep spinning, then it'll just make you spin more.
Exactly. It's just making sure you can get a good lap in before everyone else. CSR Gasker's first one to get DNF'd out of this quali as he's right in front of there.
Well, J Street's gone 3
just
tenths
passing by.
quicker than Lewis Adrian, so. Oh,
Luis does have full-time seat now, I believe, right?
who?
Luis.
I'm not quite sure, probably.
Oh, and he validated his lap. So we'll check on J Street as Pop did mention that he's 3 tenths faster. This is a very DRS heavy track. Let's see how that plays out during the race. But in terms of quali, Pop, what do you think is the most corners to kind of try to get right?
I think a Ascari, especially in like the second chicane, is especially important.
Right.
Ascari, you're trying like
J
not to
Street
spin and
goes fastest with the 122.3. Sorry for interrupting, Pop. Go ahead. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's an alright lap. I think it's an alright lap. I think we'll go faster by at least like a second and a half. So.
Definitely. Yep.
Okay, already 7 tenths up.
Alright, Coda goes fastest with 121.6.
So I know we talked kind of bad about Atmos, but if he can put an actual qualifying lap together, he could be up there. 121.0.
Yeah, that's really impressive right there by the Alfa Romeo driver of Cess.
And this is Cessna's like. Oh, I mean, he did have a practice race because he was in the reserve heat. I guess he is a little fresh.
Yep, definitely. As GDG's also, did he retire earlier or did I miss it?
Yeah, he
Oh, no,
like,
did he-
retired. I think a minute and a half ago.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Ian Lee and Hayes, I think they're at the top of the standings for like the people who are competing in this race. So interesting to see how they do.
Yellow sector 3.
Can I ask why you're
Looks
not
like
racing,
it's-
even though you're at third in the standings?
Yeah, so as Devi has got off track. So I'm in contention for the championship here in this tier, but I had a problem with my steering wheel, so basically the pedal is
Oh yeah,
like-
you said it was like
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, it's thinking I'm pressing it down, but in reality I'm not touching it. As there's a Ferrari just ahead of,
Cessna.
just in the middle of the track.
I think is it ghosted? I can't really tell.
I think it's ghosted.
So you gotta play on controller. No issues ever.
Yeah, I mean I've tried putting times in to compare it to real, but it's not it, man. So unfortunately, just calling it off. But don't know. That guy on the medium tires, 123.5. Now, do you think these medium tire runners are gonna have to, come into pits and try to prove their time, or do you think they'll stay on? Oh, as that guy goes very wide, spins it.
Well, the softs, just by assuming, if we were like in the garage, it'd let us. It's probably like softs are probably like 7/10 to a second quicker. So, I think with just overall how leagues are, no matter like how competitive it is, there's like likely to be a safety car. So, I'd like to go on softs and like extend it as long as I can, and then mediums to the end. That's like the preferred strategy. But I guess if you do start on the mediums and there are no safety cars, or like there's a safety car like lap, let's say like 19, you could easily make it work on the softs. But
We'll see how that happens. But CSR Hayes just running the final corner now. For his first lap of the day, it goes fastest with the 120.5.
I mean, that's
We saw it there from Hayes.
kind of who we predicted. So,
Yep.
and Ian
Both,
Lee's
I would
qualifying
say,
on like mediums right now. So I guess we'll see. If he can go like within like if he can go like 121.5, then that's a pretty good lap for the mediums.
yeah, especially like you said on the medium. So we'll see as he's coming around the final corner. See what time he's able to put up. He's P6 with a 121.8.
It's not a bad lap. But I guess we'll see later in
Medium
the session
tires, we'll see.
if he's in
Yeah.
contention for pole.
TM clan leader. He was selected 2 times. I did see that Yam got a picture with Checo's father, Papa Checo.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was so cool of him. So happy for him. And he's
Surprised
able to
Checo
get
that it was
picture.
just sitting there.
Yeah, I know, just in the middle of a grand. I was expecting to be sit like in the paddock at least, not just
Yeah, like in the pit lane.
grandstand. Yeah, or at least in the Red Bull garage or something, not just in the grandstand. That's cool for Yam. But talking about Yam though, his first lap up on the times will be P7 with the 122.0. So
Looking at sector times between Hayes and Cessna, Hayes is like 3/10 down in the first, so that could just be a mistake that they could fix. So interesting to see if it could go between them for pole. But in all the other sectors, they are very close, like a 1/10.5 total.
Is Yam going for, oh, he's not. J3 got invalidated, so he's gonna have to go for another run. Fern down,
22.7.
yeah, on the medium, see if he can improve. Maybe by going on the soft later. The bell goes in the pits. I think Devi was the one that spun around earlier, so we'll just go on, check his lap. Yeah, so far we lost 3 runners. All of them were crashes, I believe. Were they?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear you because the
Whoa.
game volume's kind of loud.
Devi goes. Oh, he actually crashed out. He made contact with the wall. He lost his rear tire though, rear left. So he's gone.
A lot of traffic.
Oh,
A lot of people are still on the road.
GG had a quali ban, that's why.
Oh.
Thanks a lot for Admirals is the only runner besides Abella not to put a time up.
Is Lewis
Gaining
Adrian gonna
very good
move?
slipstream.
What is this? Oh, Lewis
He's
Adrian
gonna
just
back out.
Lewis Adrian just ruined his lap.
I think he did. And he was invalidated on his lap, so that could be impeding.
Because
He
Amos
was,
wasn't.
Yeah, Amos was on the flyer.
Well, look at his
He's now.
sector times.
I think he's preparing for a lap because now he's on a flying. So that is definitely sad for Amos because he was on the flyer. But lessons almost 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. What do you think? How many runs do each people do you think can get by now?
I can't. Sorry, I didn't turn my game on now. Give me a second. Actually, I'm actually gonna turn you up. Actually.
Yellow sector 1. That's... Is that a Haas? J Street just getting out of the way. But... Anish was... I think he was on the mediums earlier. Was he? Or is that his teammate? Fernando.
Yeah, Fern's on mediums. That's the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Everyone right now is on softs. Everyone right now is on softs.
Yep, so those mediums are definitely going to be out of contention for starting the race on mediums. But we'll see what happens. I don't think anyone will start on mediums now because...
Maybe after the top 10, but
obviously
like, no one's
top
at the top
10.
10.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, anyone in top 10 is definitely not going to be using the medium tires, as Anish was going to hop out to the side and just let people by. But Coda is improving quite a bit. As he's going to come around and cross the line. Let's see what time he can put up. P3 with the 121.0.
23 hundredths behind P2.
It's pretty good. He's definitely...
Wait, no, 23,000.
Wishing. Yeah, thousands. I always mix that up. As Hayes gets the fastest first sector as we just hop on board with Hayes.
Ooh, it looks like he went a little wide.
Yeah, he did.
But he's trying to make up the time now by pushing as hard as he can. I guess we'll see his second sector time to see how he's doing. I think he'll be within like a 10th of his last lap. Yeah, he's within a 10th.
Yeah. See how he can improve in the third sector. That was very close to
yeah,
the
I think he thought he was gonna invalidate, so he like stopped turning into the corner, and then when he realized he wasn't invalidated, he was gonna hit a curve. This one on there, so he was But Layden goes P2, 121.
Oh wow, what a lap!
11 thousandths in front of Cessna. Very close inside the top
good.
2 through 4.
But Hayes has extreme pace, so and he also I think he has room to improve. So we'll see. But Amos hasn't set a lap due to his previous one was looks like impeding a little bit, but we'll see what FIA says. But he's gonna prepare for one, so we'll go on check on him in just a bit. But Bill has invalidated, so we'll move on.
Ian Lee just had a very competitive first sector time, so see what he can do. But we get a little slide over curb.
Off track. Yeah, Ian Lee. We'll go check on him, as Pop said. But sector 2 time to see if he's competitive. Sitting currently P9. This is his. I think this is his first run on these set, so should be pretty.
Oh,
quick.
he gets a lift at the exit.
Yellows and that's a Mercedes.
I mean, it looks like this lap might be good enough for P2, but maybe it's a small gap between P2 and P5, so.
Yeah, he could definitely just jump in there as he's gonna cross the line just about now. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
P2.
go P2 as Pop predicted. With the 120.7, 200s. Or no, yeah, 200s off, so.
I don't know if you want to like watch Atmos, he's on the lap, let's see if he'll complete it.
Yeah, let's just hop on board, as Pops did mention.
Oh, he locked up
He
going
would
to
have
the
finished
corner.
that. It was wide, but it was a pretty good clean exit. Yellow sector 2, it's an AlphaTauri.
I hate how
that
like
guy.
this like lap 1 sector 2 is like on my screen and I can't see the time left in the session sometimes.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. But Amos jumps up to P8 with the 121.3. Pretty good lap there from Atmos.
From
Now, the
ninth?
question is, can he finish the race?
From 9th to 3rd, it's only like 3/10. So.
It's very competitive, I'd say.
Oh, he's going through the runoff. That doesn't work on this game because Codemasters.
No, Atmos. I just missed it. But Captain Mad Max in the Red Bull currently seeing P7 is on a flyer, which is see what he can put up. As he is improving by 400.
I said 4 tenths, I thought.
Second, 4 tenths, yeah.
This could be good enough. Oh, Avis here goes P2, 126.
Very solid.
And actually go P3 here, if he's lucky. It looks like P4, but P3 is possible. Don't really know what it is.
So we can put as he's just gonna come across the line.
P4.
P4. Bro, Pop is on point with these predictions today. But we're coming. Oh, as Abel just goes very wise to take the runoff. But Pop, we're coming close to the end of qualifying.
I'm interested to
predictions.
I mean, so it looks like
very
Hayes
close.
is gonna go fastest, but I'm interested to see what Legladin, Cessna, and Koda can do. So it looks like they're kind of in that fight, but well, Legladin's starting his lap now, so
Yeah, we'll just go on board here with him first. As Hayes is, we're gonna check on Hayes later. With less than a minute remaining here in this qualifying session. Legladin, he, like Pop did mention, these are those guys that we're looking forward.
competitive first sector times like 26.4-ish, at least in this qualifying session. So we'll see what he can get. 126.4.
We'll see. Is that a little bit wide there, Pop?
I think he could have been a little more aggressive, but that curve is like very unpredictable. Sometimes you'll just like do a barrel roll off the track, so
It's deadly.
guess better safe than sorry. But sometimes on your last lap, you gotta just push as hard as you can, and like it doesn't matter if you crash.
Yeah, send it sometimes. He is improving just a tad bit, but I don't think it's.
He's 300ths up, but he took a Scary at a pretty good pace, so he might be able to improve to P4. He retires in the pit lane, or I don't know if his car is just going. Yeah, he retired it on track.
Yeah. That's a little
Legladin, maybe 4th, if he's lucky. 5th still.
Oh. Yep.
Cessna's up
Hayes.
2 tenths. Do you want to watch Hayes? You can watch Hayes. I'll just tell you when this time
Yeah.
comes.
I think Cessna's ahead of him, so we'll just go with Cessna's first. Because this is the fight for pole position. So, the Alfa Romero. If Cessna's going to cross, or around the final corner, say. And now he's going to cross the line. What can he put? P3.
Well, it looks like no one's challenging CSR Hayes now as Mad Max. He's going slowly. CSR Hayes, though. Oh, he was up 3 tenths, but he decides to come into the pits.
Yep, so that will basically do it on, because you did say Mad Max was on slow. Right?
Yeah, no one. This is the final qualifying order.
And J Street's the only remaining flyer, but I think he's going slow too.
Yeah.
Yep, so that would basically do it for this qualifying session in Monza. CSR Hayes on top, ahead of Abel and ahead of Cessna's in P3.
P1 to P10 is only around 6.5 tenths. So with DRS, if all goes perfectly, which it probably won't, they could stay together for a long time. So
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be very tight in a bit.
GG has some pace too, but we'll see how he can make his way through the field if he does.
Yeah, especially that quali ban is hurts him, but you know we've seen many comebacks in this tier from having quali bans or even just starting in the back.
It's just
We've
like
seen
one
a lot of
safety car.
comebacks.
One safety car.
Exactly.
And you can be up to P1.
Right. So that's actually 2 reserves in the podium places already. Well, CSR Hayes is on top with the fastest time of the 1:20.5. So we'll see if he can hold on to keep that win in just a little bit of time. As Pop, do you want to just mention top 10?
Yeah,
for us?
so Hayes from Abe, from Cessna, from Ian, from Madmax, from Lugladen, from Coda, from Anish, from Javid. Can't really pronounce your name. Sorry, apologize for that last race. Ferndown. But I'm looking at the sector times, and Avis here was very far back on Hayes in sector 1, but managed to still go just tenth and a half back. So, and Avis here only used one set of softs, so interesting to see. Same as with Atmos, he used one set of softs. And
Yeah,
someone,
Atma's
I think GDG did too,
P11.
but of course he just, yeah.
I think he almost forgot that he had a quali ban, right? Was it? As we're just gonna get close to the start.
The dreadful formation lap.
Yep. So, Pot, what do you think is the keys to winning this race?
I think it's just obviously. This is gonna sound cringe, but like obviously don't crash. And um, oops, but I think it'll be just trying to stay in the DRS train and not, because staying in the DRS train will be very powerful. So trying not to like fight people when you don't have to. So
Right.
I think fighting people when you don't have to will be important if they are helping you, because you always get usually you'll get a chance later. But
Yep.
unlike
And you always want to watch for safety cars because safety cars can really change the game completely. Like you mentioned a little bit earlier, that one safety car can basically bring you all the way back up, potentially in the points. So that's
yeah,
a
I
huge
just
thing.
I
And
the safety cars especially benefit or disbenefit usually people who are on a different strategy from you. So
right,
the
yeah,
top 12 are all on zero lap olds softs. So or it says zero laps, but technically some of those aren't. They're all on softs, so maybe a safety car won't affect them as much. I
right.
guess it
But
depends what P13, 18, and 19 do.
yeah, those are the only medium runners,
But
or I should say
realistically,
starters on runners. Yep.
if the race, especially for like, because the advantage in being in P2 is I think it's really heavy because first of all, you don't have to push in the DRS train and you're usually not on a third from the car behind you. Second of all, you can pit right after P1 and you can copy their strategy. And third of all, you can save ERS because you don't have to like push to like possibly
Exactly.
keep a car ahead.
There's many factors going to come into this, but predictions. Let me know, everyone. What are your predictions? But Pop,
I
who do
could
you
easily
think
see
has the highest chance?
I could easily see the top three in qualifying finish top three. If they keep it out of the wall, then I think there's. I mean, Ian Lee might be able to challenge, but I think it'll just be
Yeah,
very difficult to overtake.
I think Ainley has a big shot, but seeing these two reserves, how quick they were, in the heat race and during qualies, so we'll see. But keep an eye out for Ian Lee, though. He is in the championship fight, so it's very key for Ian just to um, manage those points and just play it safe. But it's very key, especially with me and Poppy out of this race.
I think
So
Ian Lee needs to close the gap to Poppy and just.
yeah, pretty much.
Hayes is
So
24 points behind, so.
yeah, we'll get started. Yeah, here we go. As the 5 red lights are coming on, it's lights out and away we go. As Hayes and Abel get a pretty decent start on the road to turn 1.
Hopefully,
Hayes
no one sent it
is
too hard.
somewhat ahead. Yes, indeed. We don't want any crashes into turn 1. Everyone really decently up behind us. There's debris a little bit on the track. Let's see where that contact was from. Was there damage potentially in that? Yeah, there is on the Aston Martin, I think. We'll see. But Hayes is able to maintain his lead up ahead as Ian Lee is able to sneak up into the podium places ahead of Cessna's.
Oh, Mad Max is. I don't know what happened, but he like hit someone's car. I think he had damage too. He just hit the barrier.
Yeah, Ben lost his front wing, so that would trigger a VSC on the very first lap.
At least not a safety car. Those like really ruin the pace of the race, I feel.
Yeah, it slows it down and definitely not really likable by some of the drivers. I just want to go green flag racing, but VSC and safety car on the first laps is kind of mind triggering. Would you say, Pop?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Just as long as no one gets drive-throughs.
Yep.
The tier 1 race, there was like an incident where like everyone was braking. Because like a bunch of people got drive-throughs because it like ended so suddenly. But like for everyone under a certain position, it worked perfectly normal. So we're going away now. And Ian Lee is 3 seconds back on Avis here and CSR Hayes. So they could run away with it.
Yeah, they're very quick up there, so we'll see. As Yam gets a time penalty for speeding the pit lane. I believe there were one of them that had damage, as Ferndown was one of them that had damage coming out into turn 1 on the lap 1 incident. Captain Mad Max wasn't a part of that, but he spun out that triggered the VSC. But DRS is coming up pretty on the next lap, so we'll see what happens. But Admiral's
Up into
goes
P7.
ahead.
Oh!
Oh! Saves it, but he does have wing damage. As you say it, oh man.
He was looking so good for 1.5 laps, and then now he has wing damage. Oh, look, Laden and Coda, did they
also-
collide? Because they were 5th and 6th.
Let's see up ahead with people coming down towards them.
Is this a
Burn
safety
down
car?
Mercedes. You're too far back to see what happened up there.
Yeah, I guess I'll get to Mercedes and tell you what happened. Safety
It's a
car.
safety car.
That was kind of late, to be honest. I mean, obviously it's a
Very
video
late
game, so
call.
no one's gonna get hurt, but I guess that would
They
be perfect
called
for Amos
by-
to
Oh,
hit.
there it is up ahead. Oh, you really can't see it, but we'll see
Ian Lee pitting. That's interesting.
on lap 2. Damage related?
I doubt it. I think a lot of people they'll try to
Oh,
go
I said softs.
hards, but or pit on. I would pit onto softs or hards. But like hards just aren't a good race tire in this game, so.
What do you think was that call to put on sauce for? What do you think?
I think they're just hoping they can make their way back to the field really quickly, and then, yeah. But I would have just stayed position. Maybe if you're in like P7 or like something. And maybe if you're on mediums, I'd pit to softs, because you don't really want to go the whole way on hards, and you'll be running the same pit strategy as the top runner. So, interesting call. Maybe he had damage, but I kind of doubt it because he was P3 with Cessna behind,
Yeah,
but he was not
right.
close to P2, so interesting strategy call.
So yeah, Ferndown takes advantage of that safety car and puts on the mediums. So we'll see how they do back there. But let's take a moment now to just check up on position changes. But Luis up to P4, up 11 positions. GDG had the Polyban, he's up 11. Asgirl up to P7 with up 13. Jason
Everyone.
at 5.
Everyone outside the top 10 is on new tires, just to be aware.
Yep, definitely. So
Yeah, clan leader is going on to the mediums. Oh, the hards, I'm so stupid.
yeah, so everyone, yeah, just everyone outside the top 11 has pitted once already.
Lumino's
Yeah,
coming
kind
into the pits. He's gonna put on the medium tire.
Yeah, some strategy calls early with only 27 laps that are up, and we're already through 4. So we'll see when we'll bunch up the field. I believe potentially 2 laps from now. Hopefully, we'll go green. But we were just about to see the glimpse of the DRS trains popping up, and then the safety car triggered. So now, when we go back to green, it's 2 laps after we go green. So after that, we'll see the DRS open up. And like Pop mentioned earlier, that train is going to be very powerful. You still believe in that, Pop?
I don't know if it was like last time, then maybe not, because off the start, ABC and CSR Hayes were 4 seconds away, but I'm assuming Cessna probably won't want that to happen again. And safety car restarts can be kind of
Kind
hectic
of feisty.
in this
Yeah.
game, especially like give position back. Or when people break. Well, on a safety car restart, I think that you can. I feel like you can accelerate this. You can go as slow as you want, up above like 50 miles an hour. But like I never slow down because slowing down, I feel is just like not really fair.
Even, right, even just slowing down just a bit will get your tires like insanely cold for some reason, and that restart
Yeah.
is
Plus,
really
if I'm at
hard
like
for
50
you.
miles an hour, I'll slowly build up speeds, maybe like 90, and then send it to like 200 off a corner. But if you're at 90, you can't just like. I mean, you can brake for a corner, but you can't just like brake mid-straight because you realize you're going too quickly. I feel like that's kind of dirty.
I believe the game also added the if you're like the leader and you're trying to like catch him off guard, it would slow you down like very last second, and then
Oh, that's
potentially
because like
causes.
if you're too close to the safety car, it'll automatically slow you down.
Yeah.
It's kind
So
of
we'll
annoying
see.
because you don't really know. Like it should like show on the map or something. But
Yeah. So Yam Clan Leader is the only one on hards. Pretty much almost half the field is already on mediums with early strategy calls. Do you think potentially, Pop? Do you think there will be a late safety car or sometime potentially later?
yeah, maybe someone will get desperate. But according to CSRL Tier 2 chat, uh, went for an overtake into the second Lesmo, and CSR Lugladen didn't expect it, so he like turned in on him. But I don't know how far Coda was back, so depending on that, we'll know whose fault it was, most likely.
Yeah, we'll see for a clip that will come in later. FIA will look at that. But
When do you think like Yam Clan leader strategy will work out? Cause he's on the hards,
he
and
could
surely
potentially go to the end,
if there's no safety car, mediums have to stop again.
right? But that's not what we're talking about. You know, if late safety car, then he's gonna have to come in. As race control now says, safety car will be in this lap, so we'll go green on lap 6.
Yeah, one time I raced this track on hards, it was not a good time. So
Yeah, but Atmos, like I said earlier, oh, GG gets a severe collision penalty, but Hayes has decided to go now. Oh, he's just gonna slow down just a tad, and now he's off. So we're back green, as looks like Cessna has to give a position back to Abel. So everyone pretty much stays position as Ian Lee goes ahead of Devi. But top 3 running as they were.
Manish maybe has made contact with Lumino, slight wing damage.
But yeah, maybe. Ian Lee looking for a move on the Ferrari of Schnaz? Schnaz? Huh?
Schnars maybe.
Cool.
Anyway, I'd see
Yeah,
it.
we'll go with that, Schnars. But Schnars gets very close to the back of J Street. Oh, Ian Lee looking for a move. And he's going to back out. Yellows.
It's Atmos!
That Nat guy. Atmos. No!
Oh.
Was that a collision between that guy and Atmos? Because I believe that guy has wing damage. Yeah, he does. He's lost his front wing.
Yeah, Atmos has wing damage too. I think it's like both, I forgot what they're called. Like, they're not side.
Templates?
Yeah, like, yeah, end plates. I wonder, I'd like to know what happened in that clip. I wish I was spectating, but.
Oh, Ian Lee looking for a move on J Street. He's going to back out of that one. He's going to wait for the long front straight to make a potentially move down into turn 1. So we'll check on that. As Lumino takes advantage of that and also passes. Oh, never mind. And the Mercedes of Anish is going to go into the pits. Ian Lee side by side with J Street and down to turn 1. There's enough room given from both of them. What a move. Can Ian stick this? As both of the highs are right behind him. What a view from the back wing.
Shabbat's kind of boxed in, but it's free now.
So actually, JC would lose 2 positions just on that lap. As
Update,
Javi would
Cessna.
go up. Yeah, Cesar?
Cessna's made it up into P2, but
Oh, yes.
that move might have broke the DRS, or the DRS for this lap because his is 2 seconds
Very
away.
far away. Yeah. We'll see. But Luis and Gasker are up there. P4 and P5 for both of them. They're not really known to have a bunch of pace, but
Yeah, I'm clean
do you
leader
think
is
this is a
fun.
shock? Oh.
Who?
Luis, Adrian, and Gasker.
Well, it's Monza, so I think the gaps are all like a lot closer. So yeah, if you have DRS, then
Oh, Bella's gonna hop into the pits. Is that potentially a strategy call?
who? Oh, Abe is here. Maybe he got damage. Oh, but he's on 7-lap hard, 7-lap mediums, softs. Oh my god. But yeah, I assume he'll
Softs,
pit
huh?
to mediums and. Oh, he's on new softs. It's an
So
interesting
J Street's
strategy
gonna
call.
lose a position to Schnars. They're very hard to pronounce. But we'll see. Gasgro is in DRS ranges. Lewis is gonna have to cut the chicane a bit.
Cessna's broken
Okay.
DRS to Lewis, Adrian.
Yep, so we'll see if Cesnas can pull up some pace and potentially get DRS from Hayes.
If you're like P1 in a race, you don't really have to push until you have to. Like Cessna,
Right,
pretty much
especially
just,
if,
Cessna pretty much
especially
just
if
like,
P2 is not under pressure with anyone behind him.
yeah, like Cessna has to push decently to catch up to Hayes, but Hayes can just play it safe. And sometimes they'll just spin, so.
Yeah, Lumino is gonna go around the outside of Devi.
What a move.
Make it stick. He can.
He has a ton
He
of
also will get
DRS.
DRS too on the straight. Yeah. Oh, that was DRS move. So yeah.
J
See
Street's
how
in a
Devi will
vulnerable
flex with that.
position. He has no DRS. He could be double passed.
Potentially, we did see a double pass earlier. So we'll see. Pretty spread out now, but J Street looking to defend
Lumino,
on Lumo. Lumino is gonna go on the inside. Oh, a late braking by both of them.
oh,
Very deep. The Haas is gonna have to use the chicane a bit. That looks very similar to the real life F1.
yeah, I think they both
Max
descended
Lewis.
too hard and they kind of went off track, and then J Street slid across the curbs like Verstappen, but Debbie has made all advantage of this
Side by
battle.
side.
Oh, J Street's gonna go deep again, defending the position for his life, but looks like he'll probably lose in the CRS.
He's able to stay ahead though, so
Bruce Adrian suddenly
see.
dropped down.
could have been a spin possibly. It's an
Possibly.
time penalty
Or maybe like hit the curb.
potentially, but J Street.
You haven't had leaders out of the race. Oh, he crashed in a questionable
pressure.
place.
I did. Could have trigger VSC potentially. But J Street was somewhat under pressure by Debbie there, but no pressure. Towards the end of the
Mad Max
DRS.
just joined the battle too. 4 wide position, or 4-way fight for 8th.
Yep.
Ian Lee 123-0.
Mad Max looking for points here. As Ian Lee is going to go ahead of Gas Girl with that DRS down at turn 1. Ian Lee up to a podium place. Like I
Ian
did say,
Lee's going really quickly right now, and he's within DRS of Cessna just about now, or close enough.
yeah,
so.
I did mention earlier.
But Ian Lee looks like he's pushing through, and looks like he'll challenge for P1 soon.
Oh, there's sent
What
by
is that?
Gas Girl. Gas Girl is going to go ahead of Ian Lee from a send. What a send. Oh, Luis, we're just on board. He's going to DNF. Crashes into the wall. He was up to P4 and now he's out of the race. Now it is triggered a safety car on lap 10.
Will Abe's here go to the front because he's on like 2 lap softs, but or will he pit because he still has to pit to new tires?
I should just take a second here to fix.
Interesting. Hayes will probably still end up P1, but some people might stay out and make it difficult for him.
I'm just take a second here to fix this setting real quick. Alright, we should be good.
Oh,
Hey, Hayes is
1080p.
gonna jump into the pits. And Cesna's gonna jump in. Gasco is also gonna come in. Ian Lee is also gonna come. So top 5 coming in. Also, Ferrari would jump in. See J Street. No, J Street would stay out. Lumino will also. Mad Max will stay out as well. Davey comes in. So yeah, this pit stop is really gonna change everything. So those soft runners, I believe, are now gonna change over to new medium tires. So that's basically a free stop for most of these people. But J Street started on the mediums, so he decided not to hit. You think you should have, or you should have not? What do you think?
It's kind of risky, but you never know. Like, a lot of people on these mediums, top 3, haven't pit. Or, yeah, they have pit, but they're on mediums, so. Lumino looks like he's in pretty okay position. His tires will be kind of dying at the end. And usually you're kind of going okay on your tires, and then, like, one lap they just start to die. And it becomes extremely hard to drive.
So, yeah, I'm reviewing the incident between
Coda
and Lugladen.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he kind of went across that track.
Yeah, but Lugano was getting kind of pushed around from, was it Cessna that was ahead of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, safety car once again. It's the same. I feel like it's the same people causing safety cars every week.
Yeah, it's probably true. That's why I feel like you should have it on reduce, because it's just.
It is getting pretty safety car or VSC.
It's much more enjoyable when there's like one safety car, because I guess you'll make up for 1 minute. Let's say you crash earlier in the race, you can make up your mistake. But like if there's like 2, 3, 4 safety cars, I'm like, what's the point in actually like trying to go cleanly when you just know, oh, there'll be a safety car in a couple of laps. So, Lumino into the pits.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. Should potentially go green next lap.
Yeah, the field's pretty squished together, so besides that guy. Wanish is into the pits. I think he's coming off the hards, probably to the mediums. Yes, to the mediums.
Yeah. Alright, so now that we have a little bit of check on time penalties, Mad Max has 5 and GG has 5 as well.
I don't know why Mad Max didn't pit under safety car if he has 5 seconds. He could have easily removed it, gone to a new set of tires.
Actually, yep.
Not the
So
best strategy call.
Yeah, so we did go as an Anish has 4 stops now. Everyone has stopped at least once, with J Street the only one not to stop just yet. He's up 12 positions, but like I did say, hasn't stopped just yet.
It looks like out of the whole grid, if no one breaks the ring or anything, looks like Avis here might have to pit again, because he will be on 4-lap softs when safety car comes in. But I mean, he can make it work. 19 laps on softs, it's possible. I think it's possible. If you have like 4% wear a lap, it's like just under 80. So
maybe
actually it's 76, but
if you get stuck in a DRS train, that might just trigger more wear to his tires. But race control decides now safety car will be in this lap. So
wait, what? Just now?
On lap 13.
Usually it's like right after like second sector, but interesting. Oh yeah, J Street's like smashing the throttle down, but it was like not letting him accelerate.
And so that'll bunch up the field right behind him.
Cessna and Hayes, beautiful start. It's gonna go almost 3 wide. Oh, this does not look good.
Very close by everyone, almost made contact there.
That next gets squeezed.
Gasker also got squeezed. Oh, Abel and Gas Girl fighting. Let's see what. There's very many battles going on right now. Oh, is that Alpine gonna go off track? I just saw debris fly. We'll see who has damage.
Avis here and Cessna made contact, but it doesn't look like they have wing damage, so.
Oh, McLaren is gone around. That is Ian Lee. His day went from good to bad. Wonder what happened with is he trying to reverse. Can't really get the car up, but unfortunate for Ian Lee. So his potentially race win is potentially gone unless we get another safety car once again. Maybe this time he's wishing for a safety car. But Hayes is very close to the back end of that house of J Street.
I got another safety car.
I bet so too. Atmos has entered the chat. But Hayes is looking to make a move here. J Street was just jumping around a lot. Mad Max didn't jump in pits. Was that damage related that we saw debris fly over the track? But Hayes is going to make the move. He's going to be ahead of J Street. What will J Street do to potentially fight that back? But Hayes is very quick. And he is on new mediums. J Street on old mediums. Looks like Atmos made a move on Fern down.
Oh!
Fern down just taps the rear end of Atmos. But this is looking like it's gonna be a double over.
Oh, what the heck is going on? Fern is
Many
stealing
contact.
all around.
GG and Fern down loses many positions. Atmos somehow stays ahead with no damage or.
I witnessed Atmos like lock up like 20 times. And, like not like small lockups, like big lockups.
Yeah.
I think it's from his rear tires, so maybe he should move that brake bias forward.
Yeah, indeed. So Cessna's behind that bell. He's close to him, but goes very wide. That's gonna be a warning. Track limits.
Is DRS enabled this lap?
I believe it'll be this next lap.
Got it.
Gas go close to the rear end of that Ferrari now. Could he make a move? We did see him. Oh yeah, DRS is now enabled. As Bell's gonna jump into pits once again. That goes soft did not really last long.
Will Sazgirl
Gazgirl.
send it?
I think so. He's gonna go side to side. Wheel down to turn 1. He is gonna be ahead of the Ferrari of Schnaz. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pop, can you please say that for me?
Schnars?
Yeah. So every time I say his name, you're gonna say it because I'm
I'll
terrible
say it.
at pronouncing.
I try my
Someone went wide
best.
and completely knocked off those foams. But Hayes is ahead of J Street by almost 2.3 seconds. Maintains his lead. GG is gonna go ahead of Atmos. Oh, Atmos nearly spins it.
That
I was very close.
close
ahead
to
of his
something we've seen a
teammate.
lot this season.
Nearly, but GG ahead. He's gonna make a move on
Lumino?
Guess I was that. But yeah, GG goes ahead. Nice move with the help of DRS.
At the end of the day, I don't
I
understand
was-
how like all these usernames still sound like English, but
I don't know. So I was gonna go ahead of. I don't know the Ferrari. Pop.
of Schnars.
There you go.
Hayes'
Next
fastest
one,
lap.
Yes.
Cessna's catching up to J Street.
The Ferrari of.
Oh, Fern. Or Anish. Oh, no, that's Fern. Yeah, he's crashed.
That's Fern. Yep. Up ahead. Is that a Charles Leclerc move that he just did right there?
I think so. I'm hoping there's no safety car. Looks too late now, as long as no one else crashes.
We'll see. We've seen a lot of VSC and safety cars so far, so I'm not gonna be surprised if we get into VSC, but it looks like it'll just be cancelled. Oh, it's obviously gonna go very wide. It's gonna give him he's gonna lose position to the Ferrari of
Schnars.
there you go. Says that's gonna get DRS on J Street. J Street chilling on 15 lap old mediums.
Cessna's not using
Definitely
ERS
dropped
though,
off.
so looks to be tactical.
Yeah, I think he's just going strategy call. As Asker's gonna get a time penalty. He's running
Hayes
up in
appears to be
P3.
clear of the field.
Yep. Gonna stay out of danger. So Sanchez will get DRS on the front straight. Let's see if he will make a move down to turn 1.
Only one driver is under 10% ERS right now. Okay, now everyone's above 10. It was
So
Atmos.
Cessna is gonna look for a move. He's gonna go on the inside.
Plenty
of
of speed.
J
210
Street.
miles
Yep.
an hour.
Now DRS is very helpful here on Monza. Helped
DRS train though.
Cessna's
Looks
up into P2. Yeah, there's a huge DRS train as Pop was just talking about there. There is a huge DRS train. J Street looking to fight the position back. He's gonna go pretty wide, but Cessna's there to stay ahead just a tiny bit. Gasgirl goes ahead of J Street. Oh, Gasgirl nearly loses it. J Street looking for a little wheel. They both have DRS, but J Street is the faster one here. But Gasgirl taps J Street multiple times, nearly goes around. That's gonna give Javi a good slipstream. He's gonna potentially make a move. Yes, he will. He will go ahead of Gasgirl. Oz in the podium.
Oh,
Oh, is that
guy.
that
Safety
guy
car.
laughing? Safety
Another
car once again.
Is this like the
Oh!
fifth safety car?
Gasgirl
What just happened?
crashes to the rear end of J Street. J Street's gonna get a time penalty, but Gasgirl's out of this race.
Gascal's car's like in the pit barrier. He did an Atmos after he hit.
I wonder, you know how in real life, how if someone near to crash near the pit lane, it would be like pit lane closed.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but it's like a Formula One game, and it would be kind of unfair. But
Yeah, imagine
Pierre
like,
Gasly.
yeah, that's gonna give me Monza 2020 vibes with Lewis Hamilton.
Interesting that I don't think
Soft runners.
yeah top. Okay, it looks like top 7 will pit, but like will they? I think Hayes has a crucial decision here to react to choose how the rest of the people on mediums decide to go.
Right,
Pit or
because I
no.
think up to where Gasgirl was, or yeah, J Street.
Mad Max
Everyone
penalty with
behind J
Atmos.
Street a bit. Oh yeah. Talking about penalties though, we'll look at penalties. Anish has a 3-second. He's currently running P6. J Street had a contact that made
Oh, Abe is here.
Gasgirl. Oh,
Drive through. He looked in pretty good position to.
fight for a podium, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's done that. Very silly.
So yeah, I caught that little collision that we had there. So Hayes is gonna come into the pits. So Sessions will also copy him. Avi's also gonna come in. Lumino thought about it, but he decided to just come in. Ian Lee spun out many laps to go. He's just decided
Ian Lee
to stay
doesn't
out.
pit.
Anish doesn't decide to pit. Bell has a drive-through penalty. Will he serve it now? He won't serve it.
We saw the
Questionable.
tier 1 race. Someone was on like a 12-lap mediums, and they only lost 1 place in 3 or 4 laps. So it's definitely possible for Ian Lee to still get a good result.
Yeah, Ian Lee and now in the lead after spinning. Just many laps to go.
So when we restart this race, it's gonna go around this lap and the next lap, right?
Wait, what's that?
Or is it gonna come in this lap or then after that?
It would have to come in potentially next lap.
Yeah, I think so. Because the safety car is like make a full round through. I guess we'll get this thing
Yeah, yeah.
restarted on 21, and then have 7 laps of racing.
Potentially. We'll see. It could be the end of this lap potentially. I don't think so. We'll go another lap.
I haven't usually seen it, but I mean everyone's pretty close, so maybe the game will give us some more action.
Oh, so apparently you. That's why Bell couldn't come
Oh.
into the pits.
Safety car in this lap.
Oh, safety
didn't-
car's
I didn't know-
in
I
this
thought this-
lap.
Thought the safety car had to go around the whole track, but no.
I thought so. I guess the marshals cleaned that incident up pretty quickly.
They made a good.
But Atmos.
The race
is
director
in
made a good
points.
choice.
Atmos is in the points.
And with a penalty, he's into P9. This could be a shocking performance.
But anything can happen, Pop. So
With his track
I'm
record.
rooting for him right now. I know, with this track record, we'll see what happens. But Ian Lee,
He's
he won.
4 DNFs in a row to this point, but restart is looking a little hectic.
Many positions are going to have to be given back. But we'll see what happens.
Cessna is a literally a bullet. Oh my god.
So Hayes looking to go on the outside of Ian Lee. How would Ian?
Oh,
Oh, he's going to get bumped off.
What just happened, Ash?
Bell's going to sneak into. What the heck?
Ash maybe
is
just
that here?
slid across the track. Oh!
Oh, what?
Cessna hit the back.
What is going on? Damage is definitely happened to most of these cars, but Hayes is looking for a move around the outside. Will he stick it? Yes, he will. On the new softs, goes ahead of Ian Lee. Bell with I think he did receive a time penalty, and he does have that drive-through penalty. I'm not sure why he could not serve down their safety car.
It doesn't let you serve drive-throughs on your safety car.
Javier on the wheel-to-wheel with the Ferrari of. Oh, he's gonna go ahead just to. Yeah, he will go ahead. Javier's ahead.
DNF from Avis here. Please not another safety car.
Is that on track? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Max goes ahead of Cessna's on the sauce. Must have been a.
Cessna has damage.
Oh, he does. That's what that incident was, right? That
He
you
like
see someone
crashed.
go
He
completely
crashed
into
into
a
the
wall.
back of, I think, Avis here. He tried to like move to the left, but he didn't have the best depth perception.
And it's in the pits once again. I believe that's like his 5th or 6th stop just in this race.
That is his one. I think it's his 5th stop.
That's his 5th, yeah. Yep, his 5th. So drama on the restart.
Interesting battle for P2. It looks like there's a DRS train. Ian Lee's trying to hold out. Because he is on the old medium tires, but Hayes is done nothing wrong. So expect to see him in the same position in 6 laps time.
Right, so we'll see what happens with DRS, as it's going to be a huge train. Gigi's going to look for a move around Atmos.
That was a brilliant move.
Atmos gets a time penalty, but he's in the
Oh.
points with 2 behind him with time penalties. We'll see where he's going to finish.
I mean, that could be removed because he was fighting GG into a scar and he didn't. They took it very cleanly, so it's arguable.
Yeah. Unless he gets...
I think like if you cut the track like all time, if you're by yourself and you cut the track, I think you should always get the penalty. But if you're fighting someone, I think it's debatable.
Right, but DRS is now enabled. Says race control. So we'll see what happens with just a few laps remaining. Ian Lee in current P2 after spinning many laps to go, but it's somewhat made a comeback after that. Like I said, that safety car is a huge thing. It bumped him up a lot, up to P2.
But now
He is
he's fighting for his life.
Right.
There's a
with
massive
many
safety
soft
car
lanes.
train. Massive. Oh, I literally can't speak English. I don't know why. There's a massive DRS train down to 7th. We all look eager to get past. I guess first DRS zone. We'll see what happens. My prediction for podium is certainly wrong. Except for the win, that was right. Or it looks like
Yeah.
it'll be right.
Javi's looking for a move. He's going to just back out. He's going to wait for the front straight DRS. And there's a huge train going on as Lumino gets a time penalty of multiple warnings. With Lumino also under pressure from GG, will GG make a move? Yes, he will. He'll go down the inside. Can he make it stick? Lumino goes wide. Yeah, he will. GG, nice move. But he's again under pressure right away. But GG gets DRS, so he could be staying ahead. Atmos looking for a move. Yes. Can he pass him? Wheel to wheel. Banging wheels now. Oh, is that GG just spun ahead?
Oh, he's reaching the
Atmos
track.
up.
If someone wants to report that.
Oh,
Safety car? Really?
wow. Again?
Really lame.
down.
Sorry, but 4
Well,
safety
either
cars in a 27 lap race is just too many. That's too many in a 1 lap in a like in a 2,000 lap race. But, do they have
So-
safety cars in Le Mans?
I think they just
It's
have
like-
full course yellows. I don't know. We'll see. But tire check. Hayes and Javi on softs, followed by Ian Lee on the mediums. So, Pop, do you think Ian Lee would jump into the pits for a new set of softs, or do you think he'll finish out and see how his pace is compared to these soft runners? But by the time we go green, what do you think? Pop?
If I'm just going for a high position, I'm going for P3, I'd stay in the medium. If I'm going for like P2, I might go into the softs, but I know it's
Yeah, so he's staying out.
because like you always have track position, so
So yeah, we'll potentially might go green next lap. As potentially, don't quote me on that, but Max is gonna get a time play for speeding the pit lane. Fortunate. Just take a look. What penalties? Just mentioning about penalties. Max already up to 13 seconds, but Lumino, Atmos has 3 each. Again, Atmos could get that removed because he tried to make a move around DDG. So
I
we'll
think we're
see.
trying to like make sure they didn't crash. So I think
Yeah, I think I caught it on the stream, so we can just check it later. But
safety car in this lap maybe. I don't know though, because Mad Max and Ish and J Street are 23 seconds behind.
we'll see. But Pop fill me in here. So the Ferrari of
Schnars.
Schnars up 15 positions. He's on the
Damn.
softs, so
Looks like he could come up to P3, get a podium.
yeah, potentially. We'll see how that plays out. They're looking for safety car in this lap. Maybe.
Probably not. Sorry, gonna have to vent about this game really quickly.
Yeah.
But
It's another lap.
I wish they made this. I mean, obviously you can't like ask for it to be the most realistic game. It is like
Right,
a
yeah.
sim arcade-ish game. But, like you gotta, I feel like. No, they should. I think adding red flags would be really cool. But I feel like what they should add, I think this would be a great idea. Like the owner of the lobby, if they're spectating, they could like kind of like be a race director. Like you could have more spectators who could like be assigned 4 or 5 cars to watch, and I think that could be cool. Like there's
Yeah.
people actually giving penalties. Like I think that'd be a lot cool. Very cool. Like the game will give like drivers warning. I mean that might be a little too much to add, but I don't know. Maybe like a mod on PC if that's possible. But you can't really play mods together. But I don't know. Just an idea they could try.
Pretty cool idea, I'm not gonna lie.
Safety car in this lap. J Street and Mad Max are on new softs. But I think
Yeah,
we'll be
we have-
watching the battle for P3. But maybe
Yeah, definitely.
surprised CSR Hayes has stayed in P1 even though there's been 4 safety cars. So we'll have
I
2
know.
laps of racing action. DRS will not be enabled, so you must make the overtake on pure pace.
Could we see a Javi win here? Or do you think
I
Hayes has enough
Kind of
pace?
doubt it. CSR Hayes has looked kind of invincible, but
Yeah. It's been very
once he gets in
strong all
front,
day.
if you know how to defend, you can defend cleanly enough for 2 laps.
Yeah, we've seen Hayes defend pretty well. So yeah, safety car will be in this lap. So a thriller. Will more drama be added? Atmos looking to keep break his curse of DNFing.
If he
Putting in
DNFs
points.
this race, it'd be 5 in a row. But
Yeah.
he's currently 4 in a row right now, so
We'll see.
he-
So we have 11 runners, and we're gonna come to green here. Love this view right here. Just everyone swerving, trying to load the tires. As Hayes is gonna pull away now.
good restart.
Slightly ahead. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
he has
good
to slow
restart.
down. He's too close to the safety car.
That would give
They
a good run
could
for
give
Javi. Javi having a slipstream.
the perfect
Will he
opportunity.
make a move?
I don't
Will he
think so.
make
There's
it?
no way. Yeah, he's gonna
No.
back out. He
Okay.
makes a small lockup.
You think that was just a being safe move?
I think that was
Just going
being
for
safe. Maybe
points.
he might have another opportunity, but I think Hayes knew he had to break his legs. He possibly could, and Xavi probably wouldn't send it.
Now, do you think Ian Lee can catch up to Javi and potentially make a move there for P2?
I doubt it. He's on like 8-lap older mediums, and he is in a tire disadvantage. Oh, yellow sector. Mad Max.
Mad Max
Think.
just around. Yep, that is.
No
Mad
more
Max.
safety
So,
cars.
yeah, please no, please no. We had enough. I don't think there can be another safety car.
Just about 1.5 laps to go now. Amos has spun.
Oh no, there goes points for Amos. Is he just gonna DNF on track?
Yeah, Amos hit GTG. I don't know if it's Amos' fault. I think that's gonna GTG's fault.
So yeah, unfortunate as we're gonna cross the line to begin the final lap here in Monza. Any late send by Javi. Schnarr's looking for a move on Ian Lee, but he's too far back. Lumino's trying to look for a move as well, but GG gets a good exit. Luminos has a bad one. GG up to P5, but Luminos has a time penalty. So we'll see how that. McLaren 3-5 right now. Pretty good. Javi's still maintaining that same pace somehow. Keeping up with Hayes, but again, no DRS. Like Pop mentions, it's gonna have to be a pure pace. Any late drama here would be insane after all the drama we had all throughout these 27 laps. But Javi now 8 tenths back. GG was looking for a move on Schnars, but not able to because he's too far back.
Well, after it all, looks
But-
like Hayes is going to take checkered flag, as it was never really in question who was going to win this race, as he basically
Definitely.
has a flawless performance.
But Hayes is gonna cross the line to win in Monza. Javi gonna come home in P2. Ian Lee able to survive in that McLaren after those extremely old mediums. on
After
P3.
Ian Lee's, I don't know, whatever incident he had, that was a great way to get back
Exactly.
into the
Schnars
podium
in
places.
Schnars in P4 as we run out of time to say it, but I'll say after what's it called? The celebration. But yeah, what a race this was. Full of drama, Pop. Schnars gets the drive for the day.
I think there's a questionable amount of safety cars, but
Yeah.
I think
It's
maybe
not like-
CSR should give penalties for causing safety cars. Like safety car
Essentially-
points. If you cause too many safety cars.
Maybe we'll see, but it's 3 different constructors on the podium. Haas and in the on the podium, but Hayes, what a dominant performance this was. Just flawless drive. Ian Lee, after spinning on one, able to make a comeback, but Hayes takes this one, followed by Javi, Ian Lee, Snars, GDG, J Street Lumino drops down after having a. He did have a 3-second penalty. Devley has come on P8. Anish, after hitting almost 5-6 times, comes home in the points. Finished P9. Atmos finishes in the points.
Let's go.
Let's go. Mad Max, the final person to finish in P11 out of the points, unfortunately. But that has done it for this one. Action-packed. Hope you guys enjoyed. Pop, any last words?
Good race, but too many safety cars.
Yeah.
But
So-
CSR Hayes did. That's like what's it called? What's when you get fastest lap pole position?
Grand
Lead.
Slam, is it?
He didn't lead every lap though, but you know,
Oh, yeah.
Grand Slam minus lead every lap.
Yeah.
Actually,
But that would
he
do it.
might have. I wasn't quite. I think under
I
safety
don't think
car,
so.
someone led a lap.
Yeah.
Who wasn't?
I think so. I think Javi led for a little bit, but that would do it here for Monza in round 8. We'll see you in round 9 in Mexico sprint race. So
Make
it's
sure to
been
tune into
Poppin'
Tier
Allen.
1 to see me win the race.
Yeah, potentially.
Kidding.
We'll see, but it's been Poppin' Allen. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.